Yo, it's your boy Jay Footing here, and yes, today I'm going to be discussing, did the FIFA World Cup exceed expectations? And I know a lot of us did not like it at first when we first seen it and whatever, but over time, as the tournament went on and as the tournament went on, or whatever, we were like, bro, this is insane. This is actually amazing, bro. So many different teams and everything. You know what I'm saying? And before we get into it, of course, you guys want to, like, share, sub, turn on notice so you don't miss an upload. And yeah, let's go crazy. So yeah, let's talk about the pros first about the FIFA Club World Cup, and then we're going to talk about the cons after. But let's talk about the pros, because I think there was a lot of pros out of this entire Club World Cup. And in my opinion, the first pro is that we got to see different teams from different countries play. Okay, and I know that sounds basic. That sounds like a basic point, but you don't understand the narratives that people came up with. Oh, Europe is the greatest league in the world, and whatever. And I ain't gonna lie, a lot of the best teams in Europe got clapped. I'm sorry, like, bro, oh God, okay, they got clapped. They got clapped. I'm sorry. Some of y'all got clapped. Okay, I think those narratives are starting to die down now because of this tournament. Okay, and the whole World Cup style and everything. I mess with it. I'm sorry. I like the new format. Have everybody compete in a group. Have more teams compete. And this is how the sport grows. Everybody gets to compete in this shit. You know what I'm saying? And let's dive into some of the teams. Okay, let's talk about some of the highlights of the teams of this entire World Cup. What's it called? Inter Miami, fams. Okay, Inter Miami. Yes, they're not even the best team in the MLS, in my opinion. Not even the best team in the MLS, but I know they won that little cup there and there, whatever. And I know that they drew a few games, whatever. They drew against Palmeiras 2-2. Yeah, that Luis Suarez moment, that was nice. But the most important moment to me was the Messi magic. Messi, man, scored that nice free kick against Porto, and Inter Miami beat Porto, fams. So, like, bro, like, an MLS team beat Porto. I know it took Messi, whatever, you know what I'm saying? And I know Seattle Sounders, they were trash and whatever. But, yo, Inter Miami just, how do you lose to Inter Miami, bro? And you play in the Champions League. There's no excuse, right? Let's dive into another team. Fluminense. Do it. Like, they had such an incredible tournament. They went all the way to the semifinals. Thiago Silva still playing absolutely great, absolutely world class. Okay, and I'm not gonna lie, a lot of y'all people was underestimating the Brazilian teams. I don't know why the fuck you were doing that. This is South America, bro. I don't know what you were doing. I don't know how you guys came up with this whole narrative of, oh yeah, and Brazil's like not even like that. Like, bro, come on, though. You should already know this. Brazilian players literally help teams upgrade literally, bro. European teams upgrade, fams. Okay? And they knocked out Inter Milan. Like, bro, Inter Milan 2-0. Like, they didn't even score, fams. You know what I'm saying? And Inter Milan, I'm kind of disappointed. I'm not gonna lie. Like, the fact that you made it to the semifinal of the Champions League, bro. Sorry. The final of the Champions League, bro, and you lost to Fluminense is tough. That is tough, okay? And then let's talk about, Real Madrid. Okay, Real Madrid, they got clapped. Okay, even Atletico Madrid too. But Real Madrid, they got clapped. Okay, and I understand they lost 4-0, you know what I'm saying? And the only highlight of Real Madrid in this tournament was the fact that, you have Raul Garcia. That kid is different, bro. No, not Raul Garcia, sorry. Gonzalo Garcia, I think that's his name. That kid's name. The guy's insane, bro. The guy's incredible. The guy scored 4 goals back to back games. Kid's different, bro. Right? Then let's talk about Al Hilal. Oh my goodness, dog! They clapped up Manchester City 4-3. And I know it's not surprising because they have great players, Koulibaly and João Cancelo, like Malcolm, like they have great players on their team. But I don't think people expected them to beat Manchester City like that. Like, we thought Man City was gonna make a very deep run into the Club World Cup. And fams, they got clapped. They got bent over, clapped, given every single thing you could think of, right? Then it's down to Monterrey. Monterrey, I think. It's the Mexican team with Sergio Ramos, right? They had some decent showings as well. I know they didn't win every single game. I know they won one game 4-0, right? Against, I think it was a Chinese team. I forgot what it was called. But, you know, they had their moments, you know what I'm saying? They drew against Inter Milan, you know what I'm saying? You know, we got to see Sergio Ramos score. Like, yeah, pretty decent moments, right? Then we look at Palmeiras. They made it to the quarterfinals. They had such a great tournament. So, you know what I'm saying? I love Palmeiras, you know what I'm saying? Esteval's going to Chelsea next season. So I'm definitely excited to see what's gonna happen with that, because, you know, I'm gonna talk about Chelsea in a minute. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna talk to Chelsea in a minute, right? Palmeiras had a great showing. A lot of Brazilians had a great showing. Even Flamengo, you know what I'm saying? Then we dive into, you know, the most standouts, of course. PSG, they destroyed almost every team that was in their wake until they met Chelsea, right? But PSG, they were incredible. They showed why they're literally the best team in the world, or one of the best teams in the world. Okay, they were incredible. The great players, great play style. Like, they destroyed everybody. They were on like a clean sheet run. They were incredible, right? Then you go to Chelsea. Absolutely, we had that most valuable player. You know what I'm saying? What's his name? Cole Palmer, bro. Not Cole. Cold Palmer, fams. Cold Palmer, dog. Like, yo, he was incredible, fams. This entire tournament, he was great. He was great, and it was his name, João Pedro. I'm excited to watch Chelsea next season. Okay, I know I'm a Barca fan, whatever, but I love to watch like the Premier League and like all the other leagues, whatever. But João Pedro, I'm excited for. I cannot wait to see what he does in the Premier League next season. And Delap as well, he is good potential as well. And then of course you have Anthony Jackson. Well, I know some people don't like him, but he's alright. The guy's alright. I know some people are like, oh, he's so trash or whatever. He's alright. Y'all gotta chill with him, bro. And yeah, so Chelsea had a great tournament, and I think overall with the pros, it was great. I did like most of what happened. You know what I'm saying? I love the whole tournament, whatever. I love the fact that we had like great moments, and seeing teams that weren't European teams have their moment and actually show like, yo, don't fuck with us. I don't know why you talking crazy. Like, y'all niggas need to relax. All you football wannabe fans, like, you know what I'm saying, fam? So yeah. So yeah, let's talk about the cons now. Now the cons is very, 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 very. It's not too big, but it could be a problem in the future if they don't change it, in my opinion. And one of the first cons is the ticket prices, bro. The ticket prices, in my opinion, are absolutely ridiculous. To the point where literally the president had to downgrade the prices of the tickets, okay? And they have to understand that, yo, listen, the Club World Cup is alright, whatever, but y'all gotta downgrade your prices. As soon as they downgraded their prices, they started selling more tickets. Okay, I think they downgraded the ticket prices by like half or something. I don't remember, but it was around that. Okay, and I hope they don't keep making ticket prices more higher. I understand inflation is a bitch right now all over the world, but shit, they can't be doing that. Okay, so make sure next time keep the ticket prices pretty low, right? And I'm glad that they put it low, because it was too high at one point. It was ridiculous, right? Another thing, Americanizing the sport. Okay, listen, look, I understand people have the different cultures or whatever, but listen, football is football, dog. Okay, we don't need to see niggas doing WWE walkouts. I'm sorry, I don't care. I don't like it, bro. I understand where you guys are coming from. I know some of you guys like it, you know, but me personally, I disagree. I don't like it. I don't see why we should have that. It's ridiculous, and it wastes too much. It wastes too much time. I don't care. Please, I hope to God they don't do that at the FIFA World Cup in 2026. Please don't do it. Please, okay? Don't do it. Okay. Another thing too, the halftime shows. We don't need to see it. I don't care. It's not the Super Bowl. We don't give a fuck. Let the Super Bowl niggas, let the American football niggas do their shit. Okay? We don't need to see, I don't need to see a bunch of, you know what I'm saying, fams? I don't need to see that. We're good. We're cool off that, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I understand some people love those artists, and, you know, shout out to them. They're great. But no, I ain't trying to see all that, bro. Okay? Now, another con too, I think which will be the last con here, is injuries, man. Like, bro, we sadly lost Jamal Musiala, bro, for like what, 4 to 5 months? No. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I love Jamal Musiala, one of my favorite players in the world right now. It's so great, bro. And it's all because of this stupid, the schedule that's going on right now. So that's one of the also cons too, is that's the scheduling, the amount of games that's being played. It's ridiculous. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty ridiculous, man. So yeah, man, and he had a terrible injury. So I hope he gets well soon. And I'm pretty sure there was other injuries as well. But yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And let me know your thoughts down below. How did you find the FIFA Club World Cup? Was it great for y'all? Did y'all appreciate? Did y'all like it, or did y'all was like, I mean, with all that, man, fuck that. You know what I'm saying? So let me know down below. Anyways, stay strong, stay safe, stay blessed, and yeah, more vids on the way. Peace.